So guys, everyone's so excited about Dorian Finney-Smith for the Lakers. And I'm making this video because I think it's an important one to talk about. I think it is genuinely important to talk about the phenomenon that is, Lakers role players forgetting how to shoot. And that's just a fact. Like, there are so many players we have seen over the years that are Lakers players and they forget how to shoot the basketball. This is a 3-and-D player who is literally there to shoot the ball. And we have such a bad history with LeBron James Lakers teams, with guys not being able to shoot it. So, let's look at the first season for LeBron James Lakers. Yeah, there were a couple of these guys that were meant to be shooters, like Mike Muscala, 36% from 3. To be fair, that was the dumbest trade in history, trading Zubac for Muscala. KCP, they're paying him, I think they were paying him like a 1 year near max at the time, 34%. Reggie Bullock, 34%. Josh Hart, 33%. Lonzo's out, 32%. They signed Svi Mikhailuk as a shooter who shot 31% from 3. Like, they signed Michael Beasley that year. Disaster was striking. Heck, like, their best shooter that season was Alex Caruso, who barely got off the bench. In the 1920 season, they had, in fairness, this team had a lot of good, like, role players throughout this season, to be completely honest. Like, if you want to look at their three-point shooting percentage, like, there were quite a few decent shooters. Like, man, Dwight was the highest. JaVale was second. But, like, Jared Dudley shot 42% from 3 on not a crazy low attempts per game. KCP up to nearly 40. Danny Green, 36.7. But again, Danny Green forgot how to shoot in the playoffs. They're lucky as hell Rajon Rondo shot the lights out in the playoffs. They were signing Troy Daniels. Like, they were signing literally spot-up shooters who weren't shooting very well. Like, Kuz, 30% from 3. THT, 30. Fair, he barely played, and he was a kid at the time. But still. Then the 2020-21 season, it's just, there's so many people that they've signed. It's like, your job is to be 3-and-D. And then they forget that what the 3 means. Like, the 3-point percentage for this 2021 year. Like, in fairness, KCP shot the lights out. Marc Gasol shot really well. Caruso shot really well. Quinn Cook, in fairness, a lot of people on this team did shoot pretty well. But Wesley Matthews, another 3-and-D player who shot 33% from 3. Like, these players are being signed, and whatever about Wesley Matthews, he couldn't even really play defense anymore. This is like post-Achilles Wesley Matthews. So he is a 3-and-D that couldn't shoot threes. And KCP, for a lot of his time in LA, in fairness to him, other than like the last seasons, was a 3-and-D player who couldn't shoot the 3-ball. Again, another season in 2021-22 where Dwight Howard is the leading 3-point percentage shooter. Malik Monk shot the lights out. So did Avery Bradley when he came back. And to be fair, Wayne Ellington was a decent enough shooter. Again, they brought in Trevor Ariza to be 3-and-D. They expected Taylor Horton-Tucker to shoot better than 26% from 3 that year. How many players did the Lakers play that year? Obviously, AD only played 40 games. Russ can never really shoot. At least in the 20... And ironically, when the role players actually were shooting well, it was the worst season ever for the Lakers. Like, they did the same. 22-23, Malik Beasley. Malik Beasley's another player that, like, just forgot how to shoot when he played with the Lakers. And we've seen it so many times with LeBron teams. They are... Like, these players just don't know. Like, the bright lights. The lights get too bright. Like, D'Lo came in and shot the lights out, in fairness to him, that year. But we're looking at a Malik Beasley who was brought in and expected to be, while he played, this shooter. Pat Bev, they had to get rid of him because, in fairness, he got it up to 35%. He was shooting so badly from 3. Like, why do people suddenly think Dorian Finney-Smith is the answer? How many players have been the answer? How many players have been this glue guy answer for the Los Angeles Lakers? A type of player that we haven't seen since they got rid of Caruso. That's actually played like that. Maybe KCP, maybe. But, like, we've seen it so many times for LeBron teams. how many shooters that forget how to shoot? Like, it was, the only exception seems to really be, like, you know, Miami with Mike Miller at times and Ray Allen, to be fair. But, like, when Corver was there, when they got Mo Williams back in Cleveland, they just forgot how to play. When Darren Williams, who was pretty good for Dallas the year before, goes to Cleveland and he forgets how to play basketball in the NBA Finals. Like, it's genuinely just, it's so confusing. It's so confusing why people are continuously just hyping up constantly. Like, these role players. I'll believe it when I see it. I mean that. I will believe it when I see it. We've seen this story too many times. We've heard this happening. We've seen it. We've too much evidence of the I forget how to play basketball when I'm on LeBron James' team. Like, we even have an RDC skit about it. But yet, they will give up D'Lo. Ooh, unpopular opinion. I don't hate D'Lo. Like, I don't know if this team gets any better by the addition of Dorian Finney-Smith instead of D'Lo. You know, I'm saying, oh, they don't really need D'Lo, but it's like, I don't think they need Dorian Finney-Smith either. Like, am I the only person? Like, am I the only person that thinks that? Either way, so anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, for Lakers fans, I get it. You want more, like, you want hope, but it's the hope that kills you. The Lakers are a decent team. They're not making it past the second round, and if the Lakers make it to the second round, it should be considered a good season. Like, that's the type of year the Lakers realistically are going to be having. And look, it is what it is. I understand why people are going to be expecting more, but yeah, like, what have the Lakers done to expect anything better than this? One conference final appearance where they got swept, and a ring so long ago that I'm trying to think what happened. It was so long ago that I was 23 years old. Like, I was 23 years old for the bubble. Yeah. Like, that is how long ago. I'm pushing 30 at this stage. Like, we really shouldn't be talking about that. Like, it's 20 freaking 20. Like, Jason Tatum, I mean, he's still 19 now, but he was 19 back then. Ben Simmons was considered a superstar back then. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys.